Hip pain is one of the main reasons people over 60 start losing their mobility and independence. But here's what's interesting. According to the 2025 clinical guidelines, the right exercises can reduce pain and improve joint function just as well as many medications. Today we're going to do three things. First, we'll take a quick test to check on the health of your hip joint. Then I'll show you a set of 5 exercises you can do right at home. And at the end, 3 life hacks you've definitely never heard before. Let's check right now what condition your hip joint is in. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. For every yes answer, give yourself 1 point. Ready? Question 1. Groin pain or deep pain inside the joint. When you get up from a chair or go up the stairs, do you feel a deep aching pain in your groin area or deep inside your hip? If yes, +1. This is a classic sign of a problem inside the joint itself. Most often, it's osteoarthritis, which means your cartilage is wearing down. Question 2. Pain on the side of your hip, especially at night. Does it hurt to lie on your side at night? Or does the pain on the side of your hip get worse when you stand in one spot for a long time, like waiting in line or standing at the stove? If yes, +1. This is a typical sign of bursitis, inflammation of the cushioning sac on the side of the joint. The good news is that bursitis responds to correction much more easily than arthritis. Question 3. When you wake up in the morning, does it take you more than 15 minutes to loosen up? If yes, +1. Some morning stiffness up to 15 minutes is normal for your age. But if it's longer, that's a signal that there's an inflammatory process going on inside the joint, and your body needs time for the joint fluid to warm up. Question 4. Has it become harder for you to bend down to put on your socks or tie your shoelaces? +1. This points to a loss of range of motion in the joint, especially internal rotation of the hip. This is one of the earliest signs of hip osteoarthritis that people often ignore. Question 5. Clicking or grinding in your hip. Do you hear clicking, popping, or grinding in your hip when you move? If yes, +1. This is called crepitus, and it can mean that the cartilage in your joint has already thinned out and the bones are starting to rub against each other. Alright, did you add up your score? If your score is 0, that's excellent. Your hip joint is in great shape. But I still recommend staying for the exercises because it's always better to know what to do before problems start. A score of 1 to 2 points suggests some early warning signs. The exercises I'm about to show you can really help at this stage. With 3 to 4 points, it's a good idea to see a doctor, but these exercises can still be very helpful. And 5 points is a serious warning sign. In that case, don't wait. Make an appointment with a specialist. And now, write your score in the comments. No matter what your result was, I'm now going to show you a set of 5 exercises. They go in a specific order, from easiest to hardest. First, we'll gently warm up the joint, then strengthen the muscles around it, and at the end, we'll stretch. Please do them in exactly this order. All you need is a chair and a mat. Before we start, we need to gently warm up the joint. Never start with strength exercises on cold muscles. Sit on a chair, back straight, feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest as high as you comfortably can, then lower it. Now the other one, like you're marching in place. Don't rush. Keep it smooth. 10 times on each leg. This already starts activating your hip flexors and increases blood flow to the joint. Now, let's move to the mat. The first strength exercise is the bridge. Why this one? When your glute muscles are weak, all the load from walking falls directly on the joint and on your lower back. It's like carrying a heavy bag on just one finger instead of your whole hand. Starting position. Lie on your back, bend your knees, and place your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Arms rest alongside your body, palms down. Your heels should be close enough to your glutes that you can almost touch them with your fingertips. Now the movement. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes and slowly lift your hips upward. Imagine peeling your spine off the floor one vertebra at a time, first the lower back, then the mid-back. Lift until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold at the top for 3 to 5 seconds, continuing to squeeze your glutes. Then lower yourself back down just as slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Important details. First, don't arch your lower back at the top. Don't push your hips toward the ceiling. The line from shoulders to knees should be straight. Second, press through your heels, not your toes. This activates the glutes much better. Third, if you feel your hamstrings working more than your glutes, scoot your feet a little closer to your body. Do 10 reps. The pace should be slow, about 3 seconds up, 3 to 5 second hold, 3 seconds down. No rest between reps. Lower your hips and go right into the next one. Exercise 2, clamshell. Stay on the mat. The clamshell is one of the most effective exercises for people who have pain on the side of the hip. It strengthens the external rotators without loading the joint itself. It's even used after hip surgeries. Starting position, lie on your side. Rest your head on your lower arm or on a pillow. Keep your neck relaxed. Bend your knees to about 45 degrees, feet together. Important, your entire body from head to heels should be in one straight line. A lot of people let their hips roll backward. Watch out for that. Without separating your feet, slowly open your top knee upward, like a clamshell opening. Open as far as you can, but no jerking and no pain. You should feel the work in your glute area, on the side. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, then slowly lower your knee back down. Common mistakes. Number 1. Your hips roll backward as you lift the knee. Imagine there's a wall behind your back. Your back shouldn't come away from it. Number 2. Your feet come apart. They should stay glued together throughout the entire movement. Number 3. Going too fast. Go slow. Count to 2 on the way up and 2 on the way down. Do 10 to 15 reps on one side, then flip over and do the same on the other. Exercise 3. Side-lying leg raise. Now it gets a bit harder. This exercise targets a muscle you've probably never heard of, the gluteus medius. It's responsible for stabilizing your pelvis with every single step you take. When it's weak, your pelvis wobbles, the joint gets overloaded, and your fall risk shoots up. A Japanese study showed that the loss of this particular muscle is the strongest predictor of losing independence in older adults. Starting position. Stay on your side, but now straighten your legs. Place your lower arm under your head and your upper hand on the floor in front of you for support. Your body should be stretched out in one line. A common mistake is lying in a banana shape, curled forward. Straighten out completely. Slowly lift your top leg upward, but no higher than 30 to 45 degrees. This is important. If you go higher, a completely different muscle takes over, and the whole point of the exercise is lost. Your toes should point slightly down toward the floor, not up. This small detail makes a big difference in which muscle is actually working. Hold at the top for 3 seconds, then slowly lower. Key points. Don't let your torso roll backward. That's the most common mistake. If you feel yourself tipping back, press your top hand into the floor in front of your chest. The movement should go straight up, not forward and not backward. Imagine you're standing between two walls and can only move your leg up and down. 10 reps on one side, then switch and do the same on the other. If 10 feels easy, work your way up to 15. Exercise 4. Standing hip extension. Time to stand up. This exercise is closer to how we actually move in real life. It strengthens your hip extensors and trains your balance. You're standing on one leg, just like when you walk. Starting position. Stand facing the back of a chair and hold on with both hands. Feet hip-width apart. Your standing leg should be slightly bent at the knee. Don't lock it out. Back straight, eyes forward. Slowly extend one leg straight back behind you, keeping the knee straight. You don't need to go high. About 6 to 8 inches off the floor is plenty. The movement comes from the hip, not the lower back. That's the key. Hold for 3 seconds. Then slowly bring it back. Don't set your foot all the way down between reps. Let it lightly touch the floor and go right back. The most common mistakes. Number 1. Your torso leans forward. If you're leaning, the range of motion is too big. Make it smaller. Your upper body should stay upright. Number 2. Your lower back arches. Tighten your abs and keep your core engaged. Your lower back should stay stable. Number 3. Going too fast. Count. 2 up, 3 hold, 2 down. 10 reps on one leg, then the other. If balance is tricky at first, hold on to the chair firmly. Over time, try holding on with just one hand, then just your fingertips. Exercise 5. Standing hip flexor stretch. We're finishing with a stretch. If you sit a lot, the muscles at the front of your hip get shorter over time. They pull your pelvis forward, creating extra pressure on the joint and on your lower back. Clinical guidelines say that as mobility improves, stretching helps you hold on to the gains you've made. Starting position. Stand up, hold the back of the chair with one hand. Step your left foot forward, about 1.5 steps ahead. Your right leg stays behind. Both feet should point straight forward. Slightly bend your front knee and let your hips sink down and gently forward. You should feel a stretch at the front of your right hip, right where the thigh meets the groin. That's exactly the muscle that gets shortened from sitting. Don't push hard. The stretch should be noticeable but comfortable, no pain. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Breathe calmly. Don't hold your breath. With each exhale, you can deepen the stretch just a little bit. Then, carefully return to the starting position and switch legs. Now, the right foot is forward and you're stretching the left hip. Keep your back straight. Don't lean forward. If you're leaning, you're losing the stretch. And second, your front knee shouldn't go past your toes. If it does, take a wider stance. And now the part that many of you will stay till the end for. 3 practical life hacks for every day. Life hack 1. Pillow between your knees at night. If it hurts to sleep on your side, try placing a pillow between your knees. But here's the detail nobody mentions. The pillow shouldn't be thin and soft. A thin pillow collapses within the first hour of sleep, your knees touch again, and there's no point. Find a firm, thick, solid pillow at home, maybe a round one, a couch cushion, something that won't flatten under your weight. The idea is simple. Your hips need to stay aligned all night long. When they are, the pressure on the joint is relieved, and you wake up without that morning stiffness. Life hack 2. Golden milk with turmeric. Turmeric is a spice with natural anti-inflammatory properties. The active compound, curcumin, has been shown in studies to help reduce inflammation in the joints. But here's the important detail that most people don't know. On its own, curcumin is very poorly absorbed by the body. To make it work, you need a pinch of black pepper. It increases absorption dramatically. Without the pepper, the turmeric barely reaches your joints. One of the easiest and tastiest ways to add turmeric to your diet is golden milk. We actually have a separate video on this channel where I show you step by step how to make it properly. The link will be in the description. It's not just good for your joints, it's genuinely delicious. You can drink it any time of day. Just one thing, not later than 2 hours before bed, so you don't have to get up at night. And of course, this is not a replacement for any medications. It's simply a healthy habit that can complement your diet. Life hack 3. The high seat rule. Have you noticed that the most painful movement is getting up from a low chair or a toilet? That's because the bending angle in the joint is at its maximum, and the pain is at its worst. Simple fix. Your knees should never be higher than your hips when you're seated. Ideally, they should be slightly lower. For a chair, put a firm cushion on the seat. For a couch that sinks in, fold a blanket into several layers and put it underneath you. You'll sit higher, firmer, and won't sink into that hole anymore. This dramatically reduces the load on the joint when you sit and when you stand up. Same thing goes for the toilet. There are raised toilet seat attachments that add 4 to 6 inches of height. Get one of those, and you'll be amazed at the difference. Remember the main thing. Movement is the best way to keep your joints in working condition. According to the research, after just 4 to 6 weeks of regular exercise, most people notice better balance and strength. Do this routine 2 to 3 times a week. That's enough. Drop your test score in the comments. Subscribe, hit like. It helps other people find this video. See you next time.